Nice to see you again.
This is going to be one hell of a fight, okay? We only just put this one together, right? Because my man Mo here is a bit of a legend in the unlicensed scene. He's a two-time world champion kickboxer,
Incredible.
two-time European champion kickboxer, and a
Incredible.
three-time British champion kickboxer. Do you hear that? I'll say it again. Two-time world champion kickboxer, right? Two-time European champion kickboxer and 3 times British.
Cruiserweight as well, yeah.
At cruiserweight.
Incredible.
That's incredible. How many unlicensed fights now? I think I saw you see your first, or around about your first couple of unlicensed fights 10 years ago. So he's been fighting
12 years ago. Right?
12 years ago, almost every week, right? The whole time. What's that? 200 unlicensed fights? This ain't crazy.
What's that?
How many fights do you think you had now, the boxing?
I don't.
I think it's up near 300.
Incredible.
Up near 300 fights he's had.
Well done. Well done. Paul.
What's more, right? He's one of those few people, right, who will fight fucking anyone, right? So I had a very horrible fight for him. I said, Mo, I've got a fight for you, but it ain't a good fight, right? I said, this guy's a proper super heavyweight. He's a 2-time super heavyweight ABA finalist. He's boxed Anthony Joshua in the finals, and he's boxed Joe Joyce, right? And he thought he beat Joe Joyce, right? So a right handful. He said, I don't give a fuck, right? I don't give a fuck. I'll fight anyone. I said, Mo, this ain't a good fight. Are you sure? Because you're my pal. Dan, I'll take the fight. Fuck it, right? So anyway.
Then he pulled out.
Right. Mark, I've seen him box here, and he's a right fucking handful. I remember seeing him box for the first time up Swindon, right? I took Jake Hunzi, another handful, who will be fighting on the show, right? And he absolutely destroyed his man in seconds. Just chopped him down with big hard chops, fucking aggressive, bang, bang, bang. Literally punching holes in the cunt's head, by my low choice. Right, absolutely destroyed the guy, right? And every fight he's had since then has been a little bit like that, because he doesn't come to mess around. He's not paid for overtime. That's his attitude. He's a very powerful puncher, and he don't mess about there.
No, not at all.
Okay, and how many fights you had now? He's not had much experience, but I said he's been chopping through people.
So I've had probably about 11 fights now, to be fair, but it really don't matter who I fight. I'll take on anyone. And, yeah.
I said to him, because I regard him as a mate now, regard Mo as a mate, and I said to him the same. I've got an honourable fight for you if you fancy, so I don't give a fuck. Right? So 2 men here who want to fight the best in the country in the cruiserweight division, right? And that's what we get on these shows.
You cruiserweight?
Yeah.
Bruh.
I fight in the heavyweight.
I know.
I fight in the heavyweight division.
So do I. Yeah.
I did both.
Because I'm 91.
Yeah. 91.
Yeah.
I'll say me.
What's the kilos? What's the kilos?
Sorry,
Just the kilos.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just nothing on the leg.
Right. So on these shows, we're not getting Mickey Mouse fights. We're getting real fighters. We're happy to fight each other. Putting a good show.
Main event then?
No.
It will be the main event now. It wasn't going to be because obviously we got 2 town favourites fighting. Who couldn't be. One's out with his family. He's on a holiday today. We were out with him last night. We've got a picture of him facing up. That's Jake Hunzi and Sean Rogers, 2 things. But this one's for a title belt, and you've got to give it to him the experience here. So they're fighting for the cruiserweight belt, which Mo currently has, and Mark's come to try and take it. Okay, and
Have I got it?
Hey?
Have I got that belt?
Unless you lost it.
I thought it was a heavyweight.
He drew last. wasn't
No, this one's at cruiserweight because he's not one. The guy who's going to fight the other way, he's dropped out.
Oh, go, yeah.
So he don't care. He don't remember. Who am I
How many
fighting?
rounds, Dan?
Hey?
How many rounds?
It's a championship fight. It's going to be over 5 rounds in the unlicensed.
Looking forward to this one myself,
Yeah.
to tell you the truth. Yeah.
Big fight.
Big fight in the unlicensed game, yeah. I said, he's making a name for himself fast.
Just
He's
turn
already
up.
got a name.
Just be there, man.
I'll be there.
I've heard people say blah, blah, blah. Just be there.
I'll be there. Don't
Good
want
boy.
to.
Face off, come on,
Right.
get there. Get the face off.
Before we do this, I would like to say, I said, like Joe said, has anyone got any questions? Any questions? There's some of you
like this.
who know a bit about boxing or to ask these 2 some questions. So, Steve, Jace, any questions? Prediction.
Well, I know how tough he is, so I don't really want to make a prediction.
That's respectful, I like that.
To be fair, so.
Prediction?
I don't know him.
How many
Respect.
rounds is what?
5 rounds.
5, yeah, good.
I don't know him, and but I've got a lot of respect for you actually getting in the ring with me because I get a lot of people pull out. They talk and talk and talk. I just want to fight.
Good man.
Anyone. See, so if you turn up on the day, you see the best of me. That's it. Because I'm always ready. I'm ready for a fight tomorrow.
It's a war, yeah.
See, so I don't do wars.
No.
I use that.
Yeah, smart. I noticed that.
So-
I'm gonna have to come through in a sort of different tactic. with you,
Hopefully, because if you come at me, then you ain't gonna get me.
That's going to be the big thing.
You counter puncher?
It's a different
All day long.
Yeah.
All day.
style.
All day.
Boxing's the art of self-defense anyway.
It's an interesting fight for my thing. We've got this man who's very evasive, moves his head, slips, slides, very tricky to it. This man is an attacker. He attacks and he attacks and he attacks. Right? So,
One of the greatest fighters Britain ever had that didn't win a world title, Errol Graham.
Bomber Graham.
Listen to this, right? He was miles ahead against, was it not McClellan, there was a Jackson.
No, it was
No, it was Jackson. Jackson. It was out in Spain. It might have been Julian Jackson. And they were going to stop the fight after the 4th round. And then they said to Errol, all you have to do is do what you're best at, go on the defence. And he went on the attack. And he walked into one.
boom, knocked him out.
And he lost the world title by doing the opposite of what he was brilliant at.
yeah.
Because he saw the man was wounded. And like a cornered rat, that's when that's the most dangerous.
It was the last round.
But Jackson fought the McClellan. I'm sure it was Julian Jackson. It was out in Spain. It was in the bull ring, one of the bull ring fights. And he went on the attack.
Knocked out. Yeah.
Oh my God! But he was such a gifted boxer.
One thing you can never do in boxing as well, write anyone off. Everyone
Can't.
has a puncher's chance. And I'll say another case of this, no one gave Lloyd Hunnigan a chance
That's Don Curry.
Vegas,
against Don Curry. They did not give him a chance. And he came in and he scored Don Curry.
Listen, another great British fighter that gets overlooked, Carl Froch. A lot of people overlook Carl. Carl is an incredible fighter, Olympic bronze medalist, I think 2-time champion of the world. He was in against another American. The American was a mile ahead on points, but Carl just kept going and kept going. Last round. Last round he got to him. He got him in the last round.
Couldn't get back up again.
No.
10 seconds left on the clock.
Unbelievable. And there's another great British fighter that people they don't remember out in Bristol, the super middleweight in Bristol. He was in against a German, and in the last round he launched the left hook and he caught the German in the last round. Glenn Catley. What another fighter. Britain's produced some great fighters, but what happens is they don't show them on terrestrial television. That's when Nigel Benn and Steve Collins and Chris Eubanks became household names, Michael Watson, because they're on ITV. See, Sky Sports and Box Nations, people don't have them channels. I don't have them, and I'm a boxing fan. But the World Wide Web is opening it up for the masses now. You can watch old fights that people would never have been able to see if it wasn't for the World Wide Web.
Here's one for you as well. Just a little bit of London history for you, where the word knocked comes from. You know, where people say you've been knocked, you got no money. You've been knocked, you get no money. That comes from the old unlicensed boxing. And when what happened is, if you had a great fight, you would get what was called knockings. People would knock the ring and throw coins in the ring to you. And if you had a rubbish fight, you would get no money. No one would throw any coins in, and they'd say you got knocked. That's where the term knocked comes from. Pencil boxing.
And there you go.
It is nowadays, it's entertainment scene, especially in
And earn as much money as you possibly can, because the hardest to earn money in the world, earn as much as you possibly can. No testimonial in boxing like football. You know what I mean? And you know something? See, when I was boxing, I wish I had that magic sponge that they hit them football players with. See, when they're rolling around in agony, right?
I know, right?
And they get hit with that sponge and then they jump up and run. I go back to my corner in bits and they give me sniffing salts. Doesn't have the same effect as that magic sponge. I'd have loving that magic sponge, Ray. Go back into the corner in agony. They hit me with that magic sponge. I'm ready. You know? No, yeah, not allowed anymore. I'm that long out of the game. No, can you not? I used to hate the smell of it. It was the smell of piss. But it brought me round. It brought me round. When you go back to the corner tired. I didn't realise this. You're not allowed to use the smelling salts anymore. I didn't know that. Smelling salts smells like stale piss. Right? And see, when you go back to the corner and you're concussed and you're breathing heavy because you're tired and your trainer sticks that under your nose and you suck it up because you don't even know you're getting because you're concussed. And suddenly it would bring tears to a glass eye. You know what I mean? What?
they sell them next door in shops.
But they're not allowed to use it anymore. I didn't know that.
I wouldn't use that in a fight anyway.
No, but listen, it's horrible, but listen, if it can bring your senses back in that 1 minute break, if I can bring your senses back, Listen, you have to go back out into that next round.
I
and
think
one of
this is
your
one
top-
of them fights you can go that way.
Anyway, come on, you two.
We've got
Come on,
two
you
punches
two.
here.
Come on, you
you
two.
two.
Right. Face off. Take the picture.
Two warriors here, both worthy of deep respect.
It's a big fight, this one. Seriously, lads.
Put
It's
the
a very
fist
big
up on the
fight.
chin, lads. On the chin.
You know,
Right,
both
look at
a
this.
veteran,
Look at the camera.
fair play to
Two
them.
serious
that
people
camera.
here.
That's a picture. The best of luck to you both, lads.
This will be an
Best of luck. It's great. You too, my friend.
see you on the night.
You too. Yeah, for sure. Same as you. Best of luck on the night. Great to meet you.
Well done,
both.
lads.
Right.
I'll bring my A game, bro.
Hey, this is the one.
Well done, boys. Well done, Mark.
I'm gonna have a quick drink.
Thanks, my friend.